VULTURES 1 by Kanye West and Dolla is finally on all streaming platforms, so let's talk about it. I went into this with the expectation that it would be similar to Donda in how much I liked it, and I was right. The album starts off with Stars, which is exactly what I wanted as a Kanye and Dolla collab. The production is nice and spacey, which gives Dolla room to work with his vocals, and he sounds great. This intro really feels like it came straight from heaven, which maybe it did because the fact that VULTURES 1 even dropped is a miracle. On Back to Me, Kanye's verse is really good, Dolla's verse is really good, but Freddie Gibbs takes the cake and delivers the best verse on the entire album in my opinion. The refrain or the hook kind of gets annoying to me after a little bit though. I think it's a funny line and I actually like the sample, but I feel like they should have just found a different refrain or hook to accompany the sample because after like listening to it 30 times on one track, you get a little bit annoyed of it. Do It is one of my favorite beats on the entire album. I also really like both Kanye and Dolla's verses on here. And YG delivers a really solid feature as well. I think all of the features on this album are actually really good. Burn is one of the best songs on the album in my opinion. It is one of the only ones that has upbeat sounding production on it. It's a certified bop. Obviously, Kanye's not going to be getting radio play at this point in his career and because of some of the things that he's done, but if he were to, Burn probably would be on the radio. The Cardi verse is fire. He has been on an insane run lately and I can't wait to hear his next album. This is one of my favorite produced tracks on the album. But my favorite track on the album is Carnival. Another great Cardi feature. The Hell of a Life sample goes so hard. It sounds so good, which apparently replaced an Ozzy Osbourne sample from earlier. After hearing this song, I know that I need to hear a Ye and Cardi collab album before I die or else my life will not be fulfilled. The Donna Summer sample is godly on this track. I love the house-inspired feel of this album. This song rocks. The album ends with King, Kanye and Dolla going bar for bar, back and forth. And basically Kanye talks about how he's done all of these things in the past and that he's still the king. In the past, I would have said that he's being ironic, but honestly, I'm not so sure now. Just like Donda, and don't hate me for this, it's a bloated album. I feel like we could have gone maybe half of the tracks. This run right here from Do It all the way down to Carnival, like that 6-track run is phenomenal. If this was like a 7-track long EP, people would love it. It would be top tier. But there are a couple tracks that you're going to want to skip, and a couple tracks that are just kind of mid. Overall, the album is definitely worth listening to. It clocks in at just under an hour, 16 tracks. Shout out NFR Podcast for this list of changes that were from the original album. I'm assuming if we get a Volume 2 and Volume 3, these songs will be dispersed throughout there. You love to see Peggy showing respect to Kanye and Dolla and thanking them for having him on the album. Although this tweet from Peggy is a little bit questionable. As always, I've added my favorite tracks off of the album to my New Music Friday playlist, which you can find the link to my Spotify in my bio. I update this playlist every single week with my favorite releases, that way you don't miss anything. And I've added a good majority of the album to my Best of 2024 playlist as well. So let me know below in the comments, what did you think of VULTURES 1 by Kanye West and Dolla $ign, and don't forget to follow me, Honeybee Reviews, for more music related content.